Hello, welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. Everton drew 0-0 last night at Fulham. I was a little bit disappointed we didn't win the game with Beto's open goal miss right at the death. Would have been a tremendous 3 points given the circumstances. Sean Dyche was asked whether he was disappointed with Everton's 0-0 draw. This is what the manager had to say.
No, I think a ding-dong of a game, and like I say, if there's ever an exciting 0-0, I thought it was. Both teams tried to win it. I'm not going to cry it in. We had good chances there, but they had a couple of really big chances during the second half. We had a couple of chances early in the first half. So you could argue either way. So I'm not really, in the end, a point and a clean sheet. We've got a stretched team at the minute, injury-wise, and I'm asking a lot of the players, and they're asking a lot of each other. So coming down here, they've got a good home record, and I think we take the point and the clean sheet, as I said.
There you go. There was a huge contentious moment in the first half of that 0-0 draw when Anthony Robinson, former Everton player, decided to have a game of basketball on his goal line with the ball. VAR apparently checked it and said Robinson's hands were by his side, so that's why they didn't give it, even though pictures show that Anthony Robinson's hand was very much not by his side. In fact, Ned, please put that on for me.
I mean, look, we can't get a penalty. You know that. We haven't had a penalty. But on the other hand, you know, the way the handball, I think we're all a bit lost with it. We're a bit lost with the VAR thing, even though I'm a fan of it generally. And we're certainly a bit lost with the handball thing. So, could you get it? You might do. If it's against you, you're not happy. If it's for you, you take one. And for a team that haven't had a penalty, then you take whatever you can. I thought Jack had a chance. You know, in the second half, he gets nicked in the box. You know, I think we're all a bit, certainly the managers with the handball thing are all a bit lost with it. So try and call it fair. Have you got a chance of getting it? You should have. But did we get it? No. And we can't get a penalty. So it wasn't a major surprise for a team that haven't had a penalty. You know, you have to sometimes go, well, we can't get one. So
there you go. When I said that to Ned, I thought he had the picture ready with Anthony Robinson having the ball on his hand. It was a handball. It was a penalty. It wasn't given. What? Now, there it is. Well in, Ned. Well in. See? Technology. There you go. Yeah, his hands are very much not by his side on that. So, there you go. Everton still without a penalty. Sean Dyche then was asked about the links to Ben Godfrey leaving. Godfrey came in last night and played at right back, had a good performance, made a key clearance in the second half when Fulham looked like they were about to take the lead. It was a brilliant recovery, very much like the one he did at Burnley in Everton's 2-0 win earlier in the season. A lot of teams, including Milan, have been looking at Ben Godfrey. This is what Sean Dyche had to say about those links with Godfrey leaving Everton.
For some reason, I keep having to answer questions about players who we know nothing of. So it's the standard thing, you know. There has to be some news out of Everton. We were linked with someone today for 20 million. I thought, I don't know what they've been watching. I don't know why they've been covering us, but I was like, I don't know who's got 20 million to buy them, but apparently we were linked with someone.
There you go. Everton have reportedly rejected loan approaches for Godfrey. Offers apparently coming in from both Milan and Monaco for the 26-year-old defender. There's been no point Everton letting him go on loan. We need money. If we're going to let Ben Godfrey leave, it has to be for money so that we can do some business tomorrow. The transfer window shuts tomorrow. Everton could do with another wide player or certainly another midfield player. And unless we get money in, that isn't happening. So let's see what happens. It might be a very quiet day for Everton on deadline day. Who knows? If we do get a bid in for real cash, maybe it won't be. Let's see what happens. Everton under-21s have signed Kingsford Boakye. The winger has signed a 2.5-year deal until the end of June 2026. The 19-year-old Ghanaian is a product of MSK Zina in Africa, in his home country. He's developed there before joining Milan. He has signed as a free agent, can play on both the left and the right wings. And finally, Stuttgart have reportedly approached Everton over a move for Mason Holgate. Sheffield United are still hoping to bring Holgate in. Everton are reluctant to send him on loan to another Premier League side. He was down fighting with Everton at the bottom. The only way to solve this is for Sheffield United to actually buy him. Then Everton would sell him, I imagine. But loaning him to, right now, what is a relegation rival. Listen, I know Everton are, 6 points, 7 points ahead of Sheffield United, but still, it's still a risky move. For money, then yeah, but alone, I wouldn't be entertaining that one. That is it for the Everton News Daily. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. And if you want to become a Toffee TV Premier member, click on the link, which will be on the screen in a minute. And we will, of course, be live tomorrow for all the action or non-action from deadline day. Join us then. See you later.